Everyone dreams about living an uncommon life, but how we define that dream is very different for each of us. And for most, it's a lifelong pursuit. Welcome to the Uncommon Life Project podcast. We're going to introduce you to people who are living that life or enjoying the journey to get there. We're going to also give you some tools, tricks, and tips for starting or accelerating your own efforts to live an uncommon life, a life worth celebrating and savoring. Please welcome your hosts, Brian Dewhurst and Philip Ramsey.
Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the Uncommon Life Project, where I'm your host, Philip Ramsey.
And Aaron Kramer.
Welcome to the jungle. We have a simple step for everybody. We have a whole topic, but we have to make it 5 minutes.
Sad.
That's the deal. Might have to breach this one later, but it's financial infidelity.
Yes.
What in the world is that?
Yeah, so financial infidelity is like, okay, so one, it's worse than sexual infidelity in marriage.
Let's just talk through that. We only have 5 minutes.
Yes,
keep going.
okay.
Keep going.
But I want to intrigue you on that. But okay, so it is when you are keeping secrets from your spouse about money. So you're not telling them about things that you're spending.
A purchase you bought.
Purchase, yep.
Yeah.
So it can break down trust faster than anything. I have studies on that, so if you actually need that data. But yeah, so it's really dangerous on a couple, and it's very common, and we need to break it. So we have some simple steps on how to break it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And okay, we're going to go back to the whole infidelity with the sexual infidelity, because like to me, it's just tough. Like that's a tough, anyway, keep going on your thought. Let's go to the simple step and then we'll go on.
Go back to that? Or
yeah, if we have time.
Okay, so my thing is like, you got all these things out there, like how do you do this? And money is just super hard. And we marry people that are the opposite of us in our money habits. So with that, it causes a lot of confrontation. And then what ends up happening, we don't talk to our spouses about money. And so a lot of financial infidelity starts happening. To what extreme, that ranges. But how do we combat this? My thing is what I have found, because I even struggled with this a little bit in my own marriage. And with that said is, Cube, that we now partner with, is amazing on this. Because when you are scared, for those people that are just scared to talk to their spouse about it, not because their spouse is mean or anything like that, but just because like of their spending habits, they're like, oh, I don't want to have to like own up to this one.
Yeah.
And you have to like get in front of your spouse. Well, Cube does this for you. Like you see the apps, like you never have to go tell your spouse. Now we want you to have that relationship where you can do that, but it helps you build into that.
Right.
So
what would you say to the people who are like, I am scared to go to a budget, but I'm also scared because there is some financial infidelity going on in my marriage? What would you say?
I would say the most liberating thing would be to have a budget that gives you that freedom, but then to like, it will be totally worth the fact of like being on one page with your spouse.
Right. Right. I think that's wise. And I do think that it is powerful when you and your spouse are unified in the budget, because it's like the front lines of defense for your money. And then also, a lot of people think that it's like restrictive, but what people find when they're actually on a budget is it's very free. It's very like there's freedom in it, which sounds weird. But there's like, here's the analogy. If you're going down a mountain with no guardrails, it gets real scary. You go a little slower. But if you do have guardrails, you can go a little faster because you have that guardrail. And so there is freedom in some kind of boundaries. And Cube does a really good job. And so if this is something for you, I would say definitely get a budget. If you don't have a budget, infidelity or not, you need a budget. And I think Cube Money is an amazing app, and it's an amazing system. You can use the word uncommon for the promo code when you go to Cube Money. And a Cube spelled Qube. We also have a trainer or a coach that can help you with that. So reach out. But yeah, get on a budget. Start thinking through this. Financial infidelity is any kind of secrets that are kept from your spouse are huge.
Yep. And I just want to add real quick here, on the benefit of the infidelity portion of it on the budget side and why it seems scary. Like I mentioned before, I had this with my wife a little bit. Now, think about the things that you're buying that you don't want to tell your spouse about. Now think about your wife or your husband getting just as excited about buying those things than you are. That's powerful. It's exciting to see your spouse get excited. Like my wife hates working out. Like she does not like workouts or like meathead workout equipment and stuff. But now she gets just as excited as I do because I'm excited to purchase it. That was the power of a budget.
It's part of a budget. Yeah, it's part of a plan.
Yep.
So I get it.
So
okay, that's your simple step.
Simple step.
Go out, get a budget, whether it's Cube or not, YNAB or any other every dollar counts, whatever you guys want to use. Get it. Be transparent. Talk through it. We hope this helps. You've been listening to the Uncommon Life Project. I've been your host, Philip Ramsey.
And Aaron Kramer.
Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, go be uncommon.
That's all for this episode of the Uncommon Life Project, brought to you by Uncommon Wealth Partners. Be sure to visit uncommonwealth.com to learn more about our services. Don't miss an episode as we introduce you to inspiring people who are actively pursuing an uncommon life.